Hi, my name is Stephen Poff. I'm with the 365 Days Project video podcast, and there's a reason you're looking at black right now, because right now we are going to be exploring nighttime photography, particularly long exposures. The only thing that we're going to be lighting with tonight is the moon. I'm going to show you a few of the photos I've done in the past. This started back in the 2006, whenever I was doing 2006 project. I started doing this and experimenting, and I had a lot of fun with it, and I hope that you guys will too. So let's get started. Okay, so I don't have much time here. I've already been told by a cop that I'm only allowed to be here till 10, and I'm not even really sure I'm supposed to be here at all, but he's allowing me to then. So what I'm doing is I found this little stream that I like, and it runs into a lake here at this park. And so one of the things that I like to do is just set my camera to infinity. Now you can either do it with the infinity mark, or what I've done is I just kind of find a street lamp way far away, and I use my autofocus to focus on that, and then I set my focus. Now I've got my camera set on 400 just because I need to get out here pretty quick, but a lot of times I would set this on 100, my ISO, that is, on 100. I've set my aperture to about f11, so I get a pretty good depth of field there, and I've got a remote shutter here. Now you can try this with, if your camera only goes to like 30-second exposures, you can try that, but it really helps to have one of these right here. This is a camera shutter, and it allows you to hold it down for a much longer time. So I'm going to set my camera for about probably about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I like what I'm seeing here, and you'll see here on screen that this captured a pretty good amount of detail. And what I really like to do here, I'm shooting raw, so later on I can change my white balance, but you get all kinds of neat different things, because with different white balance settings, your colors can change in the sky. There's different kinds of lights out there that will create different colors in the sky, so this is really cool. Anyway, I'm going to move on to a different location. We'll try to find something later, and we'll try this again. Okay, well, here we are. I've found another location. I got ran off from the first location. So that happens. Sometimes you're doing these night photos, and you need to get permission to be out here at night on the property. A lot of times you get asked what you're doing out there. And to be quite honest, sometimes I get freaked out by doing this, but I love night photography. I've found this second site here. It's a construction site. I do not have permission to be here, but I'm kind of on the right-of-way, so I think I'll be okay. I'm shooting this Caterpillar tractor against a field in the night sky, and I've kind of found out that leaving it open for about 2 minutes, which I almost have. Let me turn this off. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, as you can see from this photo, this has the yellow Caterpillar bulldozer here. With some other instrument, I guess something to impact the ground, and it's lit up beautifully by the night sky. Now, you may be asking yourself, how do I know how long to leave the shutter open? This is one of the biggest things that I struggled with when I first started. It was like, well, what do you start with? There's no easy answer on this. You really just get out here and experiment. I have some rough averages that I like to start out with. A lot of times I like to shoot with ISO 100 and start from there and set my my aperture at something between 11 and 16, just so I have a good depth of field. And then from there, I just leave the shutter open for as long as I think so. If I can try a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. I've gone up to 30, 45 minutes. It just depends on how much light. Right now we're working with a full moon, so that kind of helps. But anyway, this picture here was done in 2 minutes and 11 seconds to my calculations anyway, and it turned out beautifully. Now, because this is the 365 days project and we want to include ourselves in the photo, I'm going to attempt to do that. So let me see if I can do this. We'll be right back. Okay, so what I did is I took my flash out there and I held it out at arm's length, and I hit the test button, and it flashed my face. So right now we're looking at about 1 minute and 8 seconds, so in another few seconds we'll see what this looks like. Again, this is just a lot of trial and error. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Now, as far as using this in point and shoots, this might be something that's a little out of range. I know I shot with a point and shoot for a long time. This is something I wanted to do, and the first time I got an SLR, this is one of the first things I did was start doing this. So if you're wanting to do long exposure and night photography, you might want to save up and buy yourself an SLR. This is definitely something it's well designed for that, and a remote shutter release. Okay, we're running up on a minute 48, and I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this. Wow, okay, I like the way this came out. This is where the fun happens. Now, if you'll look at this, you'll notice that I'm see-through here. I'm like a ghost. Well, what happens is that this is really kind of pitch black, as you can see out here. I mean, I'm having to light myself up that you can't see a thing. It's pitch black. So what happens is as the shutter is open, it collects more light slowly over a long period of time, a minute and 45 seconds to be precise. So whenever I did my flash, though, my flash was only for a short second. So what happens is even after I flash myself and I walk away, it keeps collecting light even after that. So it's collecting light through the darker parts of my body. So it's kind of cool. You can kind of do ghostly pictures like this. Kind of creepy, huh? Anyway, well, I'm sure you guys probably have lots of questions, but I probably need to leave before somebody, runs up. I'm kind of creeped out being out here at night here in Montgomery. So anyway, for the 365 Days Project Video Podcast, my name is Steven, and I'll see you next week.